Alright everyone, so we are back for another thrilling, chilling installment of Scarlet Hollow. We're gonna pick up where we left off in the mine, the abandoned mine where a bunch of child laborers actually died. And two of the teenage girls wandered further into the cave through a very small opening. So we've taken it upon ourselves to circle around the long way in order to head them off and make sure they actually get out of the mine like everybody else, because it's pretty dangerous in here. So it's me, Tabby, and Stella going further down into this abandoned mine, which is pretty cool. So we'll see what happens. There's no getting rid of you, is there? Fine. I won't waste my time arguing. I've read a lot of stories about cave rescuers needing their own rescues. Should we get some professionals down here? What's the point of going after them? They don't want to listen. Because they're kids. We could all just leave? No! Let's see. I'm not getting in the middle of this. Alright, let's do this. Yeah, I mean, we kind of just have to, right? It's our duty. Alright, let's do this. Sure. Let's not linger any longer than we have to, shall we? Want me to take Gretchen with me? I don't know if it'll be easier to cover more ground without her. Yeah, that's probably for the best. I don't want a repeat of last night, and who knows if we'll have to do any climbing. No. Poor little Gretchen. I'll see you on the other side. Hopefully soon. For sure, we won't be long. Cool. Can't wait to bust some ghosts tomorrow. Oh yeah, Zane's actually kinda cool. And nice. Tell Alexis I'm sorry. Kanika, Miles, Zane, and Rosalina head toward the entrance of the mines, leaving you, Tabitha, and Stella to find the remaining teens. Alright, no dawdling. We should be able to catch up with them if we go this way. You and Stella exchange a glance as Tabitha ventures forward. Venture deeper into the mine. As the three of you move deeper into the mine, you hear echoes of conversation bounce across the walls. But, Becca, why are we doing this again? I thought you thought Tabitha was, like, really cool. Why are you trying to get her all mad? We're doing this because Tabitha is really cool. She doesn't let anyone boss her around, so we can't just let her boss us around. You hear that, Tabby? Someone thinks you're cool. I can't believe she used to hang out with a nobody like Stella. Hey! I don't know. I think Stella's kind of cool. I like that River Runner video. Oh, come on. She doesn't even have a sponsor. What kind of a YouTuber doesn't have a sponsor? I mean, not yet, but I'm in talks with Meat Rice, and I make plenty from ads and donations. How does it feel to have a teen girl think you're cool, Tabitha? Dang, Stella, Meat Rice? That's a big deal. Aw, man, I wish they were gossiping about me. I'm just glad they're not gossiping about me. Yeah, let's explore. How does it feel to have a teen girl think you're cool, Tabitha? I feel nothing about it. The opinions of children don't interest me. I don't know, you kind of hesitated there. You're reading into things that aren't there, Stella. Just because your livelihood revolves around what people think of you doesn't mean that I care what people think of me. Congratulations on your sponsor, though. You do care. Dang, Stella, Meat Rice? That's a big deal. They're on like every big podcast. Thank you, thank you. It feels like a really big step for the channel. I just wish Becca hadn't said all the things she'd said tonight. She's just mean. It had nothing to do with you. Yeah, I don't like her. For a public figure, I'm surprised you don't have thicker skin. Remain silent. Yeah. You've seen how she's treated everyone tonight. Except Tabitha. Yeah, I guess you're right. I'm surprised you don't have thicker skin about this, Stella. I can't even count the number of times you've rolled over my protestations in the past 2 days. Well, I know you don't mean it. Agree to disagree. I'm just glad they're not gossiping about me. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know they're just teens, but some of that stuff stung. Yeah, teens can be mean. No offense. Another knock, closer, interrupts your thoughts, followed by another, followed by another. Is it just me, or is that knocking coming from the same direction as those kids? It's not just you. I really don't like that knocking. Calm down, Alexis. It's just mind sounds. Again, the resident mind sound expert, Becca. Did you see that? No, it was just a shadow. There's no reason to get freaked out. Becca, I swear, I saw something. Shut up. There's nothing down here. Stop trying to scare me. Explore. That sounds just... Oh, there should be a like there, just like the active mine echoing through the walls, right? Are we sure the tunnel they went through is going to meet back up with us? What did they see? What if they're the ones doing the knocking? Tommy knockers. Those poor kids. I hardly knew them. I knew coming down here was a bad idea. I can't believe they're making us do this. They'd better get grounded when all this is said and done. We're getting closer. Let's keep moving. Book smart. That sounds, just the active mine. Oh, I see. No, there shouldn't be a like. Sorry about that. That sounds just the active mine echoing through the walls, right? I just forgot how to read. Nah, it's Tommy knockers. I'm sure of it. It's not Tommy knockers. That being said, it's also definitely not the active mine. We use a machine these days, and it sounds nothing like that. It's probably just rocks falling somewhere deeper in the mine, which is also bad for obvious reasons. Are we sure? Are we sure the tunnel they went through is going to meet back up with us? Yes, I'm familiar with all of the old maps of this place. There should be a central chamber not too far from here, where everything joins back up. Let's just continue. We're getting closer. Let's keep moving. As you progress deeper into the mine, the knocking grows more frequent. It's still distant, but it's much louder than before. Uh-oh. The tunnel ends abruptly in front of you. A century-old ladder is the only way forward. Dependable. Okay. In the darkness beyond, you can still hear the youths, their panicked arguing, echoing down the pitch-black corridors. Becca, we need to leave. This isn't fun anymore. This is plenty fun. I bet you're only saying that because you want to hang out with that dorky crush of yours. She's just an 8th grader. Becca, this isn't about Rosalina. I know you can hear that knocking. And here we are. The tunnel they crawled through passes through the chamber below, and it sounds like they're still down there. I've never been this far in. Congratulations, Stella. You got what you wanted. Oh god. I hope she's okay. Tabitha walks up to the ladder and disappears over its edge. Alright, let's do this. Jeez Louise. Stella hoists herself over the edge and begins the climb down. Follow them down into the pit. You walk to the ladder and climb down. Oh my gosh. I'm loving the soundtrack in the background with the knocking. Just like persistent. It's really driving up the tension and kind of the consequential nature of this moment. Hey kids. Oh great, the adults are here. Thanks, Alexis. Real nice. Becca, is needing to feel like you're better than other people so important to you that it's worth being buried alive over? Do you have an actual death wish? Because I can see this place starting to collapse. Becca, what are you doing? Get it together, Becca. Alexis, you're so much braver than you think you are. You don't need to let Becca kick you around. Oh gosh, that sounds really confrontational. But I feel like she needs to hear it right now. Becca, is needing to feel like you're better than other people so important to you that it's worth being buried alive over? What? What are you talking about? Give me a break. The whole time we've been down here, you've done nothing but tear down every single person around you. The only people who do that are people who are afraid of themselves. Leave. Now. Whatever. Ugh, this isn't fun anymore. Fine, we'll leave. Thanks, Ravenrook. You got it, dude. Whoa, good job. As Becca and Alexis move toward the ladder, the black chamber before you draws your focus. Uh-oh. The voices around you, those of the teens and your companions, sound odd, distant. Why am I drawn to this? There's something in the darkness before you that's much louder, though you don't hear it, but you can feel it in your chest, like the deep growl of a predator. This is some really good writing. Like, I really want to know what's down there, but at the same time, I definitely do not. You're doing a really good job here. You find yourself stepping toward the black chamber before you, compelled by some unnatural force. Hey, are you alright, Ravenrook? What do you think you're doing? Get away from there. Your cousin dives towards you, but not before the light from your phone illuminates the chamber. Holy shit! What is that? Am I having a vision? What the hell? Ravenrook! Ravenrook, are you alright? Oh, thank God you're alive. It looked like you had a seizure or something, and then you and Tabby just conked out. Why'd she conk out, too? Is it something to do with our shared lineage? You can barely open your eyes. You're not fine. Neither of you move a muscle. I don't want you straining yourselves while you're still recovering from whatever that was. I'm getting the kids out of here, and then I'm going to get you both some help. You're gonna leave us alone down here after we both had some kind of physically traumatic event? Okay. I'll be back soon, I promise. Don't die on me, alright? You fade back out of consciousness as your companion clambers out of the pit, intent on your rescue. Oh shit. You raise up on your elbows, head still swimming from the visions of your surroundings coming back into focus. Your head throbs as the knocking continues, now magnitudes more intense than ever. You can't help but notice the timber struts around you trembling, as if they were being struck by invisible blows with each knock. They're all that stand between you and the many tons of rock over your head, and they suddenly seem terribly fragile. God, that knocking is not helping my headache. What the hell just happened? Am I the only one who saw ghosts just now? I mean, maybe they were ghosts. That knocking's getting closer, at least the kids are safe. I had some sort of vision, did you see it too? I remember you diving toward me. Did you know something might happen? Yeah, wait a minute. I remember you diving toward me. Did you know something might happen? I've seen horror movies. You looked like you were about to wander off and get yourself killed. I didn't want to let you out of my sight. Not down here. Aw. The entire cavern shakes with the sound of rockfall. I don't know what the hell is up with this knocking, but that is the sound of a mine collapse. Quick, up that ladder. Climb like hell. I like that that's my option. And I like that we let her go first. This way, come on. Better us die than her. Your cousin moves with the kind of swiftness you'd expect from someone who'd spent her entire working life in and around coal mines. Follow her. Jeez. You push your body to move as quickly as it can, though you're slowed down by the cramped corridors and winding passageways of the mine. Then comes the sound of splintering wood. You pick up the pace. The entrance is so close. Push through. Oh my god. And there it is. Freedom! And we just made it. You and Tabitha managed to squeeze through the entrance just as the walls of the mine come crashing down. Jeez. Pro babysitter. That's what I got. That's a pretty cool achievement. I'll take it. Because I can talk to teenagers. Holy shit, you're okay. Thank God. Yeah, thanks for leaving us there. And everyone's accounted for. That was a surprisingly close call. We could have died in there. What did you weirdos do? Everything was fine until you adults showed up. Becca, shut up. Yes, thank you, Alexis. What did you just say to me? I said you should shut up. I'm sick of your two-faced bullshit. They didn't almost get us killed down there. You did. And now you're trying to pass it off on whoever else you can. It's just a cherry on top of this whole shit show of a friendship. I'm really not in a good headspace for this conversation. Wow, way to deflect. I could have died in there. Why are you doing this to me? No, enough. No playing the victim this time. Being friends with Rosalina has made me realize how horrible you are to me. Friends aren't supposed to be mean to each other. Friends shouldn't be scared of each other. I never wanted to go into that stupid mine. It was your idea, and we could have died. If these grown-ups hadn't shown up, we could have been buried alive in that stupid little tunnel drinking stupid strawberry margaritas in a can. Yeah, what a way to go out. Screw all of you. Yeah, leave, Becca. Should we go after her? No, let her have her little tantrum. Did that feel good, Alexis? Finally telling her off? Yeah, I guess. She's gonna be so mad at me. She probably won't talk to me for a week, maybe a month, maybe the rest of my life. It's okay, Alexis. We don't need her. What do we do now? Now I drive you to home. I've already texted your parents, and I'm sure they're worried sick about you. What happened to, Zane? And Miles? Rosalina and Alexis duck off to the side as an exhausted Tabitha approaches your group. I'm gonna get my car, and then we're going home. Tabby. Oh, every time I say the A name, my smart device wakes up. Usually she doesn't say anything, because she realizes I'm not actually talking to her, but this time she actually thought I was and said, I don't know that one. So nosy. Tabby. Tabitha leaves toward the active mine without another word, and you're afforded a quiet moment to catch up with Stella and Kanika. We sure dodged a bullet tonight, didn't we? I can't believe you left me down there. Yeah, right? Ditchlings, your vision, the entities in the mines. Let's talk about my vision. There was a stone carving on the wall of that pit. It gave me some sort of vision. I saw what happened to this place. Are you sure it wasn't just auto-suggestion? We talked about that mine a lot today. I don't know, Neeks. You weren't down there. Ravenrook and Tabby had, like, simultaneous seizures next to a creepy stone carving. It was like something out of a movie. Just because they passed out or had seizures doesn't mean it wasn't auto-suggestion. The entities. Okay. I saw something down there, like the shadows of dead miners. They were right behind Stella just before you all left. Did you not see them? Whoa, I didn't see anything other than you and that carving. That's super weird. I don't want to doubt what you experienced, but you were deep in a dark abandoned coal mine. You might have just been primed to see things. You know, now that I think about it, that totally fits the profile for some of the Tommyknocker stories. What if they're actual bona fide ghosts? Stella. Main chamber, yeah. Everything that happened down there centered around the main chamber, where I saw that carving. Stella showed me a photo. Weird stuff. Maybe you weren't entirely off base about the cult stuff you mentioned earlier today, but this thing felt old. Are you sure those were Tommyknockers? Depends on what you mean by sure. Is anyone really sure of anything? They fit the description pretty well, and I don't know what else they'd be. I have no idea what happened in there. I need to do some reading on mind collapses, I guess. Alright, let's return. Ditchlings. I doubt that was our ditchling problem. Yeah. Not to be flippant, but that wasn't the end of our ditchling problem, right? I think you're right. We've still got a lot of unanswered questions, too. Even more than we had this morning, and we had a lot of questions this morning. This is all still a little too magic for me. Just because two bad things have happened doesn't mean there's a pattern, right? What happens now? It looks like Tabitha's back. I'd better drive these kids home. Come on, let's get back to the estate. It's been a long day and I need it to be over. I'll see you tomorrow, okay, Ravenrook? Excuse me, Just stop trying to get my cousin killed, Stella. Come on, let's go. Tabitha starts walking to her car, pulling you by your arm. See you tomorrow, guys! I'll text you when we're back. My mom's taking me home from school now. I can walk to the car on my own, silently follow. I'll text you when we're back. Yeah, they ought to know. Tabitha doesn't say a word as the car cuts along the darkened road. You try to keep an eye on the surrounding wilderness as she drives, wary of what may lurk behind the tree line. Sorry about today. How are you holding up? I'm doing terribly, by the way, in case you wanted to know. Why do you treat Stella like that? Didn't you two used to be friends? You and Kanika really don't seem to get along. At least everyone's okay. Sorry. It's fine. How you holding up? I've been better. At least everyone's okay. There are a lot of parents who should have kept tighter reins on their kids. I never got into any trouble like this when I was a teen, and I have Pearl Ann to thank for it. Hated it at the time, but that strictness paid off. Ugh, what am I telling you this for? Whoa, are we bonding? You can tell me stuff. I'd like to know more about you. I don't really think the parents are to blame here. You're right, there are a lot of adults who should have done a better job tonight. Hey, that's way too pointed. Yeah. You can tell me stuff. I'd like to know more about you. And about Pearl Ann, for that matter. Maybe later this week. I don't have the energy to get into it right now, but I think I'd like that. Oh, cool. That seems too pointed. I don't really want to hint that she's partly responsible. Remain silent. I've got to focus on the road. Yeah, I'm curious about this. You and Kanika really don't seem to get along. She pushes my buttons. Is there some kind of history there, or I like her? No, now quit talking. I need to focus on the road. Why do you treat Stella like that? Didn't you two used to be friends? It was a different time in my life. I just wish she'd get that we're not in high school anymore. I'm a different person than whoever she thinks she knows. Alright. Ride in silence. Your eyes wander back to the tree line, as you and Tabitha slink back into silence. You once again cross the threshold into the estate. The musty stench of the decaying mansion greeting you with its undertones of mildew and wood rot. Well, this day was a lot more stressful than it needed to be, but at least nobody got hurt. I'm going to bed. I suggest you do the same. Thanks for calling me about those kids, by the way. It was unexpected. You should have waited for me. I'm too tired to argue. I'll see you in the morning. Tabitha turns and makes her way up the stairs. Turn in. You head up to your room to turn in. You collapse in Tabitha's dusty guest bed, your head empty of thoughts. After your time in the Shaw mine, you barely even notice the dust. Your phone buzzes on the table. Y'all, these are those things, right? It's from Kanika. Ooh! Kanika sends a picture of a pair of ditchlings by the side of the road. I saw them again, too. Oh my god! Another picture this time of them staring from a tree. What the fuck? These things are definitely not hairless monkeys or raccoons or whatever. I don't know what the hell they are. I guess there's more to them being here than the mine collapse. No way I'm sleeping tonight. You think about looking out the guest room window, but at this point you're too exhausted to leave your bed. The adrenaline from this evening is finally wearing off, replaced by a creeping exhaustion that threatens to overwhelm you. Your limbs feel heavy, your eyelids slipping down over your eyes even as you stare down at the ominous pictures on your phone. If it weren't for the pit of dread balling in your stomach, you would almost feel comfortable as you settle in between the covers, your tired bones sinking into the decrepit mattress. When you close your eyes, you see the shadowy figures that gathered behind Stella in the mines. Your thoughts are drawn to the carving on the wall and to the visions it imparted upon you. Your eyes shoot back open, your heart pounding as the door to your room swings open. Oh fuck! Oh, it's just a cat. Oh, that harkens back to the first Silent Hill game with the cat scare. I love when horror movies or video games kind of play off of that. It's really nice. It's a really nice kind of gesture. Just the cat. It's always just the cat. There we go. It's nice to see another living being, even one as unfriendly as Tabitha's cat. The comfort of her presence sets your mind at ease, and you finally slip into a deep sleep. Oh no, is she gonna get a little parasite tumor thing? Oh god. Oh, I bet I made it to the end of the chapter. Or episode. I love these scenes. Oh, there's something going on with her. This is getting so creepy. I love it. What? Is there something in the cellar? This is the end of episode 2. Oh, I got more achievements. Inspector Clouseau and Magic Treehouse. I love it. Episode 3 is currently slated for late 2021, early 2022. Aw, man! We'll be sure to update you once we have a firmer release date. Damn! That's a long time to... I mean, the year's almost over, but... Man... If you'd like to continue with this world state in episode 3, please save your game now. Yes I would. Awesome. Just do one more quick save. And that's episode 2. Things got, a lot more complex. You know, I love the presence of the ditchlings. They're almost like a mute, like Greek chorus, because in the tragedies, in the like classical Greek tragedies, the chorus are the ones that kind of are there and foretell the peril or the tragedy that is going to occur, right? And they kind of clue the audience in. And I feel like the ditchlings, with the numbers that they have, kind of fulfill that role in a very unique way by being mute, where it's almost like Cassandra in, what was that, Agamemnon, where she actually is unable to... she can see it, but she's unable to convey it because, like, I forget if she's like struck mute or she can't actually say it, or if people just won't believe her. But it's so interesting, their presence, because they're creepy and just bone chilling, but they're also not like at the heart of what's really going on behind the scenes, right? Like their presence is so foreboding, yet they're not the worst to come. That just makes me want more, and I'm so excited. I can't wait for the next episode to come out. So if you haven't already, episode 1 of this game is free. If you want to give it a try, I highly recommend it. It's super cool, and the kind of beginning mechanic is you choose 2 traits that sort of define your character or set them apart, and there are, I think, about 7 traits to choose from. So, you know, you always get sort of a different or slightly more tailored experience depending on what you choose. So I highly recommend it. It's free to play the first episode, and in my opinion, this next episode and the more that are to come, totally worth the price. So I'm really bummed that I can't record more in the coming weeks with this game, but once episode 3 comes out, we're back in business. So I'll see y'all then.